Hello everyone, this is EB the Original Master here, and today I have another discussion video, and it's going to be something that I have thought about for a while that I am really curious and somewhat confused about, is the lack of different types of reviews on different types of kids media out there. If you guys are very curious about my channel, and if you are new here, in the past, I would most likely talk about and do video rants on particular kids shows. The reason why I do it is because that I poke fun of different kids shows all the time as entertainment outside of my channel, usually on Discord and Twitter with my Discord friends and whatnot. And there's a surprising lack of many different reviews on different kids shows that lots of people grew up with. Examples of these shows includes Barney and Friends. There really isn't that many reviews out there on Barney and Friends on YouTube. There may be a few videos out there, but a lot of people has reviewed some of the Barney videos, but not all of them. I wish there were more reviews of those where people will most likely talk about the show and maybe poke fun of it at times, because I do love watching reviews where reviewers poke fun of shows, like Nostalgia Critic. Sometimes when he reviews a movie, he usually makes fun of them most of the time, and I think it's hilarious. Another show that usually doesn't talk about another show out there that isn't talked about a lot on YouTube, which is weird, is that stupid Nick Jr. show, Wow Wow Wubsy. That's another show that I'm surprised nobody talks about on YouTube. It's weird because a lot of people grew up with that show, and there isn't not one video out there where a person actually dived deep into the show and actually talked about it, which is weird. Maybe in the future somebody might actually tackle the show. I don't know. I sure ain't gonna tackle it because I'm not really a cartoon reviewer, and I've only reviewed one Wubsy media on my channel, which was the Wubsy's Big Movie DVD that I reviewed back in 2017. I've roasted the heck out of that movie because it really isn't a movie. Teletubbies, that weird preschool show. That show is talked about on YouTube occasionally, but it's usually the video games. There really isn't like a full history of the show on YouTube out there. There isn't like a documentary of the history of the show out there. But yeah, why kids shows in particular is because I think that's the most fun to roast, because we grew up with these shows when we were young. As we get older, we outgrow those shows, and there's times where we just might want to poke fun of the show, and that's what I do all the time. I love to poke fun of shows, and then whenever I do that, of course, you got those individuals, but I'm not here to talk about that. But yeah, so in conclusion, there really isn't that many kids shows reviews out there on YouTube, and it's a shame because we're in 2020. I think this is now the perfect decade to dedicate more on those weird kids medias. Like, review more Barney and Friends, hopefully. Review shows that has never been talked about on YouTube. I don't know why these big channels haven't even considered thinking about reviewing those, because you would have assumed that YouTube will have a whole bunch of reviews out there on those weird kids shows, but that's not really the case at this point. So yeah, all I'm saying is that I wish there were just more types of medias out there on YouTube, because there really isn't like a complete series DVD box set out there of those shows. Like Nickelodeon hasn't bothered making a complete series DVD box set of Wubsy. I think it's one of those shows that they probably didn't care about, and so they just decided not to make a complete series DVD box set of that. Barney and Friends, that's another weird preschool show that is talked about on YouTube, but not as much. But yeah, I just wish that there was more of that on YouTube. If you agree with me on this, that's fine. But again, what are your opinions about this? But yeah, I just find it weird, though, because I thought about this a long time ago, and I really wanted to make a discussion video on this. Now, don't expect just because I talk about these weird preschool shows doesn't mean I'm going to review them. Don't expect that, because I do want to talk about more of these weird preschool shows out there. And please do not just be out there on the I know that's gonna break my promise and my hopes of myself not talking about preschool shows, because I said that I don't want to talk about it on the channel. But I do it because it's fun. There's times where I might want to break on a topic on a weird preschool show that has been out there on YouTube or on TV, and I might want to talk about it more because it's never been talked about on YouTube, and I kind of want to be the first person to talk about it, but I don't know. But that's not going to be a whole lot, though, because I still want to focus on this channel on other things that isn't preschool topics, because that's going to get annoying really quick, and that's how we're going to get those people who are going to come out and saying, oh, why are you making fun of this show? You're just spreading hate. And I will never understand those people. But anyways, that's all I have to talk about. Thank you guys for watching this video. If there's a show that is out, if there's a show that you grew up with that you wish that it was talked about more on YouTube, feel free to drop a comment. Feel free to start a discussion with me. I would love to join along in that discussion. But yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time with more videos. Goodbye.